to Amichap?
It's not a new road, but new bridge. Did you see the bridge? Like that's supposed to started like before we enter the Ramita, but it's completed after we left.
Atmaram, you're on mute. Open your camera, say hi.
Just wait a second.
Guys, we are live. We are live. So put on your pretty faces. Everybody, welcome, good evening. We have another minute, so grab a snack or whatever. This is great. This is great.
Hi, hi everyone. Good to see you all.
Sultan, it's great that you turned on your camera. Gautam, are you turning on as well? Okay. Guys, good evening, welcome. We lost Sultana, but I'm sure she'll join us in a bit again. So thank you for joining us, whoever is here. We're here to both to check in with our partners from Nepal, Sultanami, Satmamse, BJG, and Gautam, who's somewhere in the background, I assume. And we want to share a little bit about our upcoming relaunch for our volunteer programs in Zambia. We're going to hear a little bit from our partners about what's going on in Nepal recently. And we're going to get a very, very fresh update from Ramichap. Atmaram and BJ just came back today, right? Atmaram-san?
Yeah.
Today you came back from Ramichap, and they'll share some insights about what's been going on there recently, the afterlife of the big Ramichap project. We'll hear about a new partnership that we have with the University of Haifa, and then we'll tell you about a couple of upcoming campaigns that we hope you can participate in. One for recruiting volunteers for Tevel's project, and the other a crowdfunding campaign to support our partners in Nepal and Tevel's own efforts for relaunch. We hope you feel energized to join us. So let me say a little bit about our upcoming Zambia project. So things have changed a little bit in Tevel's model. We don't have a local infrastructure like we did in the past, not yet anyway, but we're partnering with some excellent new organizations. And together with them, we're going to work on continuing the work we did, the similar kind of work we did in Nepal, and we're going to do in Zambia, working with local schools on creating income to improve school infrastructure and school services, working with cooperatives, rural cooperatives on creating, on improving small enterprises, working to create collective farms around solar irrigation systems. So a lot of interesting projects coming up. We're launching the program late September, and we're starting to recruit volunteers. And so later on, we'll share a couple of forms that you can spread around. Also, Micha and I are going to be going to Zambia next week, so cheers for us. First time leaving the country for a while, which is weird for both of us, I think. So you can go ahead and be jealous right now, or you can join us in a few months. And oh, Micha probably will be sending updates from the road, right? When you'll get to get some sneak peeks later on. We'll be going to an area called Sinazongwe. We're going to a town called Monza. We're going to be staying near a crocodile farm. I didn't know if you know that, Micha, but that's the story. And it's going to be interesting. Micha, you want to say a bit about the Haifa partnership?
So we're also, as you know, we've been always trying to, also create connection with university and to also expand the, sort of ideological basis for what we do, or keep ideas flowing. So we're starting a master's program together with University of Haifa. That'll be a 1 year, 1 day a week, hopefully, might be a little bit more, but hopefully 1 day a week, master's program in Jewish studies and internet and social justice, with an emphasis on international social justice and sustainability. And after that year, the last part of the master's program will be a 3-month stay in Zambia, or when we get things together in Nepal, could also be in Nepal, which will consist of both research and volunteering, and that'll also be for academic credit. And so now we need to recruit. We need to find good people. And the program is in English, so it's we want to appeal. I mean, obviously Israelis can come, but it's also for internationals. So right now we have a big a big task in general is to recruit, both for the Haifa program, also for everything we're doing for the Zambia program. We need to get the word out there.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm thinking myself of doing the master's program, and then organizing a lot, different extracurricular activities around the master's program, both study and perhaps other kinds of things.
It's about time you get an education, man.
Right. And BJ has masters already, so.
Guys, for those of us watching, for those of you watching on Facebook, you're welcome to leave comments if you have any questions, or if you feel like it, you can join us on Zoom, like Gili just did.
Raj Kumari, hi. Rajku.
Hi.
Good to see you.
How are you?
Oh, so Zorna, look, there's a big migration. So,
Hi, Jonathan.
Raj Kumari ji, good to see you, man. Wow, so exciting. Okay, so this isn't just a reunion, although wow, it's turning into a real reunion. BJ, Atmaram, who wants to take the lead? Or Sultana, Rajku, who wants to tell us a little bit about what's been going on in Nepal. Ilana, איזה כיף. This is great. So, who wants to tell us a little bit about what's been going on in Nepal recently? Not everyone at once.
Okay, so I'll go. First of all, it's 6 years that earthquake 2015 hit in Nepal, exactly today.
Yeah.
So thank you, Tevel and all the supports that you
thank
did
you guys.
for Nepal. Just to remind you all that it was 7.6 magnitude of earthquake. struck in Nepal, and almost 9,000 people died. And Tevel responded in was food, shelter, uh, livelihood improvement in Dhading, Kathmandu, Dolakha, and Ramechhap district. And we just visited Ramechhap, and people was so happy to see us after a long time, and send a big love to all of you, and lots of appreciation. And just regarding now, it's like a second wave of COVID began in Nepal. So our health system is already cracking down, and some restriction is already started. So most likely, not, I don't know, but most likely at least Kathmandu will be in lockdown for some time. Um, so not an easy situation, but still people are okay. Yeah, so that's the thing about Nepal.
Are
But
people
just
still
yeah,
working? Are people still working abroad, or did most of the people who were working abroad come back? Did they go back again, like to Qatar or to Saudi Arabia or all the places, Malaysia?
so mainly people who are working in India is start to come to Nepal. And as last year, again, it's now we can see the India is the most hot spot in the world, and many people are whoever coming to Nepal are infected, and it's an open border, and so people start to come in, not from other countries that much, but mainly India.
From India?
And from India, mainly from India.
Last time, I think it was a few months ago, you told me that people are already going back to work in India.
Yes, just few months ago, because it's because of the long time lockdown, our most of the informal structure are shut down, and many people lost their jobs, and they forced to go back to work in abroad, and especially those who go to India are from very marginalized communities. So they don't have any other livelihood option. So they just went to India, and then again forced to come back because of the COVID-19. Anybody like to add, Atmaram, Sultanaji, from your experience?
Hello, hi everyone. So just to add on what Busy has already mentioned. So I was also going through an article, a recent article. I think a couple of days ago, that reported that in the first wave of COVID, Nepalese who were working in India were desperate to come to Nepal. They were seeking help to get out of India and come back to their home. Now, same people who are back again in India are actually seeking help to stay alive, because the situation is much worse there. So they are calling their family members, colleagues, friends, relatives, just to organize some help, so that they can at least stay alive and not get infected by corona, and stay alive until the situation gets better and they can come back home. So this also tells that the situation has become much worse for those who are in India, and also for those who have been to India from Nepal to work. Their family members are in panic, and also, as Bijay mentioned earlier, so situation in Nepal also is getting much worse than in previous wave, and not to mention the health system of Nepal and also the political situation that is going on in Nepal. So everything is contributing towards making things much worse than before.
Any hope of vaccinations in Nepal? Any talk of, did they get from India, the Indian vaccine or the Chinese vaccine or the Nepalese vaccine? I don't know if there's a Nepalese vaccine, but.
So India supplied 10 lakhs, which is 1 million dose of vaccination, and this is already distributed to frontline workers. And China also supported with, if I'm not mistaken, around 400,000.
No, 800,000.
800,000, yes. So yes, with 800,000 of doses of vaccination. So yeah, those who are frontline workers, they got first dose of vaccination, and some already got also second dose of vaccination, and also the people above the age of 60 also got vaccination, but still there is people are also skeptical about the vaccine, and also there is a huge bunch of people who think that the whole corona thing is a big propaganda, economical propaganda. So and there is no the Nepali vaccination, and now India has already the banned to export their vaccination to other countries. They are struggling with oxygen cylinders, and our oxygen plants in Nepal are broken down, and there are some stocks, and also people have started smuggling oxygen cylinders out of the country to India. And now government is now started talking about what will happen if oxygen stock runs out also in Nepal.
So there's already profiteering on this. If I remember correctly, there was also early on a case with masks, right? People started, there was a black market of masks.
We have black market of COVID test report, PCR report as well.
Right. Okay. Maybe let's turn to some better news. What's going on in Ramichap?
So I will continue, and Busy can add later on. So the visit was really exciting, and we came back so motivated, and there were moments where we were in our tears as well, seeing the progress made by our youths, and they were really inspiring. So most of the groups are still operating.
Which groups? The youth groups?
Women groups, agriculture groups, they are still operating. Many of them actually are now carrying on only saving and credit activities, but some are also sharing their knowledge within the group and talking about the problems they are facing in agriculture. And now, because this is a season, dry season, right? So So as expected, we could not see a lot of vegetables growing on in some part of, especially in Hui area and also in Voas area, because these parts now are actually struggling with drinking water. So still they are trying to preserve whatever amount of water they have with small pits, and using it for at least for kitchen gardening. And it is great to come to know that now nobody buys vegetables. They are consuming, they are growing, and nobody buys from market. And some are also selling. And one of the happiest moment for me I can share with you is in one of the focus group discussion, there were elderly mothers, grandmothers, and they shared me that recently they made profit of 8,000 rupees by selling cauliflower and cabbage. And I asked, how do you calculate? Are you literate? Can you read and write? They said no. Then how do you calculate? They said if we plant seeds from our farm, so it's free of cost, and it's our land, so we don't pay rent. It's free of cost. Manures and pesticides we use from cow dung and other natural manures, and also we collect urine, so we use them as pesticides. And interestingly, what this also shared, if we had served in others' farm, we would have earned this amount of money, which are our work. So our work in our farm can be accounted as some amount. So they said 2,000 rupees for my work, my salary. So I earned, I sold my produce for 10,000 rupees. So I deducted my salary, which is 2,000 rupees. So I made earning of 8,000 rupees. So this was really interesting. And now they have started valuing their work. These grandmothers actually are valuing their work, and so this was really interesting. And in some other parts, we also saw the youths who were with us as group members, as well as with as our YCMs and community mobilizers for more than 2 years. And they went, after we left from the village, they went to some technical schools and learned about agriculture, and back to village and have started really big and very beautiful farms. Some are doing vegetable farms, some are doing fruit sapling production farms, and few of them are expecting to make at least 5 million rupees in 2 years, at least. So they really are so devoted and really giving everything. And one of the most beautiful things that they shared with us was we learned a lot of skills, a lot of skills from Nexensar, from the Tevel, and many of us first thought that at least going out of this project, we will find some job in other NGOs or in government offices. But later on, we realized that the skills that you have provided was actually meant to make us entrepreneurs. So we decided to stay in our village and not just do economical work for ourselves and our family, but also be an example for other youths to remain in the village, be an example for our youngsters, and inspire them to stay in the village, and tell them that opportunities are there in our own village. And if we are really able to take this challenge, then this is possible. And we are certain that we'll be able to make the amount of money that they are anticipating.
Amazing. Amazing. This is so exciting.
And also, they not only mentioned about the agriculture techniques that we provided, they precisely mentioned about every bit of skills, for example, critical thinking and networking skills and presentation skills. All those skills they precisely mentioned, and also told us that those skills helped them already to track the market and also get connected with people and make connection with vendors and input suppliers and output buyers. So they are making use of every single skills that we have provided to them.
So exciting. It's really mind-blowing. Micha, what do you think?
Yeah, no, it's amazing. And I wanted to, for whoever wasn't here in the pre-game, to hear what BJ was telling us about the social effect in terms of untouchability.
Yeah.
It was also very moving.
Yeah. Also, I would like to mention in one of the FCD, we had a lot of women, mixed age group, and there were 2 men, and one of them was with this rope which is used to carry basket on their back, on his back. And we asked one of the group, do you think that after our project the gender inequality has been reduced? Do you get the same treatment which you used to get before the project, or the treatment has been changed in your family, in society? And one of the lady, she replied, if this gathering was before your project, she pointed to one man sitting next to her, he would have scolded, probably beaten me for being here. Now he's with he's going to carry a sack of grass on his back, but he's allowing me to speak and be in front of people. So this was also really interesting.
Amazing.
And yeah, regarding which was, as you said, as Mika said already, BJ also has mentioned that our project has contributed a lot to reduce social inequality, especially gender inequality, as well as touchability. In one of the gathering, everything was so organically displayed. So this meeting was held in the front yard of one of the women, who called everyone herself next to her front yard. And many of the people, women who were called for this meeting, were Dalit. And she served tea. She made herself. She served tea to everyone. And we were closely watching, and some of the women were Dalit, and these women afterwards also collected the cups herself. The host women later on collected cups from everyone by herself, and after that she washed those cups herself. And I can recall the moment when we started the project in these areas. In order to reduce this sort of social evils, we quite mix up the group. We tried to make the group homogeneous. And we used to provide some snacks like tea and biscuit, and we used to ask anyone who wants to serve. So some of the Dalit community people also started serving, and the next thing what happened was really surprising for us. People refused to eat, and they were so blunt and very clear that they will stop coming to the group if this act will happen again. But now we never told people to come, we never told people to serve, and this thing happened so naturally.
Beautiful. That's great. It's great to hear. It's great to hear. We're looking forward to hearing more, and we'll share more as BJ and Atmaram kind of write up their visit, and we hope to share more of their insights. Guys, maybe BJ, you want to give us a few minutes about the upcoming project?
Yes, so just want to add few things, very in a bullet, regarding the impact of Tevel's intervention in Ramitsaf. 1A is there is no untouchability, based on our discussion in the Ramitsaf area. And the B, as Atmaram mentioned, women are taking different leadership roles. So we have seen women as a woman as a leader in different part in a political, in economical area. And also the Dalit women are also taking a lead on that. They are doing goat keeping, off-seasonal vegetarian, poultry farm, and even one Dalit woman in Vasa convinced her husband to stay in Nepal, not to go back to Malaysia and do agriculture. So that was very fascinating. We're very touched. And the third one is also the land ownership of women. We also look at the policy and some registration. So land ownership of women have been also increased in Hilidevi. So it used to be only man who was holding the property. So now it means the women have more access to property and economics. So that's really great. And as Atmaram also mentioned, almost every house will have vegetable garden. And in Dahu, some of even doing rainwater harvesting to do their agriculture. So they start thinking different option. And local government highly appreciated our intervention. Everyone is like very thankful to our work. And I just want to quote one of the YCM, whoever we had a talk, like two YCM, they showed great level of partnership. And they told us whoever designed this YCM project and supported this YCM project, so we really want to be grateful. So thanks to Mika and Ilana for the support for this initiative. And there was
Shout out to the
so
JDC.
and JDC and all the volunteers and staff, Upama, Bikasi, whoever did this fantastic job. It was our first try, and they were so emotional while saying it. Like it changed our life, you know. So I feel so happy that time that the way they were saying is like I cannot even express now. Okay, so let's talk more about our project. Now we are again, we former Tevel staff, we are in Nepal, we are trying to reorganize and reunited, and we are trying to do similar types of project with the better knowledge and with the better skills in southern part of Lalitpur. Here we are, it's a 3 years project we are thinking, targeting 150 households from marginalized communities. And we want to build a resilient community here through sustainable source of sustainable livelihood opportunities and gender equality. And again, here we want to mobilize young people and women to take a lead and to be a change agent in their own community. And here, this particular time, we want more market-oriented our agriculture activity, not only the production side, but more also as a market-based intervention. And for this, we are thinking to do smart subsidy, means not only giving everything, not to make more them dependent, and but rather trying to connect them more with the input suppliers and giving subsidy smartly. And thirdly, as Tevel's aspiration, we want our continuous presence in the community, not only some time to go there and conduct a meeting, but rather, I think that has a huge impact, and that's the main thing that Ramita people really appreciate, that there was a continuous presence of Tevel in the village. Wherever they needed, Tevel was there. Even their happiness, their sad time. So I think this we should take that lead, and for this we are aiming for 3 years project. It's like we calculate around 105,000 US dollar. Each year around $35,000 project. So we are hoping to raise that fund for now, but we have so many different plans, upcoming plans.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And of course,
Okay.
as soon as we can, Tevel B'Tzedek, we hope to be sending to continue our partnership with CSD, with the new organization, and send Tevel's volunteers and support in other ways, and continue our work in Nepal as soon as we can. So thank you for that presentation. And so I want to start concluding, but for the conclusion is the important part. It's where our audience, and right now we don't have a large audience on the live, but the video will stay on, and we'll highlight this part. How can Tevel's alumni and Tevel's community support this project and all the things happening both for CSD and for Tevel in general? So there are 3 links in the comments. The first one is to sign up as an ambassador for our upcoming crowdfunding campaign. We'll set up an ambassador fundraising page for you on JGive, and you can raise funds from your community to support our partners in Nepal, their new project, their upcoming project in Lalipu, and Tevel's efforts to relaunch our projects both in Zambia and in Nepal. So that's first, and then there are 2 other links in which you can, which we'd love for you to spread on to people who might be interested in either the University of Haifa program or the Zambia volunteer program that is scheduled to launch late September, as we said. And so again, sign up to be ambassadors and spread the registration links for the volunteer programs. And we'll keep you posted as this develops. We're hoping to start the crowdfunding campaign late May. And so until then, sign up. We'll help you build a landing site and create materials for the fundraiser. And let's make this happen. I want to thank everyone for joining us today. Ilana, you were very quiet, but I was hoping to hear you say something. Come on, some words of wisdom.
I don't think I have words of wisdom other than, as always, seeing BJ and Atmaram and Sultana and Gautam and Rajku. It's just great to see you all. And as always, you're inspiring and to all of us. And it's really wonderful to see your faces. I missed you.
I missed you guys too, really. It's good to see you. I hope it's in person as soon as possible. Micha, final words.
Just for me, it's just so wonderful and heartwarming to hear about what's, what happened in Rami Chop, and so important that how many years later is it? 3 years, 4 years since we left. That
3
the
years.
impact is what?
3 years.
3 years since we left. That the impact is strong, and especially so happy to hear about the YCM, and just to remember that we plant seeds, and the seeds and a lot of the seeds really grow. It's just so good to hear that, and so exciting that we're going to get back to work, and we'll tell you what happens in this trip in Zambia, and we're all really excited to partner with BJ and Atmaram and Gautam and Sultana in Nepal as soon as we can get that going, and you all can help us get it going. So, yeah.
You're the best. Thank you all. And let's check in a few weeks. Okay?
Okay.
Good luck to everyone. Good night.
Bye
Thanks for
bye.
staying up so late. Nepal. Thank you. Good night.